Hello, audience. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are watching and listening to this program. Welcome to this edition of the Yoruba Autonomy Mobile Radio and Television Broadcast, reaching you from the headquarters of the Yoruba Autonomy from the Sunshine State of Tampa in Florida in the United States. Find something to sit on, be comfortable, have something that you might be interested in sipping. Maybe it's your coffee, maybe it's your wine, soda, anything for your personal entertainment and enjoyment. I am going to actually be delving into what I will say is a new terrain. You don't have to agree with me, but at the end of the program, you will have to reason within yourself whether what I am saying makes any sense. And I know that it does make sense. Because, for example, when people are talking to you and they say, I think, what do they mean? What have they said? Or when they say, I don't think, what have they said? Nothing. They firmly express what they do, that they think, and they do nothing. That doesn't make what they are vomiting out to be facts that people have to buy or otherwise. Let's take the issue of what we say justice. What is justice? Something that you are satisfied with, that you think in your own judgment that, okay, sense has been made of it. Or injustice. That is inside of justice, it hasn't actually stepped out of the terrain of unfairness. Look, for example, when the police stops you and they choose to ask you a question. If you know your rights, you can answer. You may answer without implications to you, but you may choose to not answer with implications to you. So we have laws, a set of laws that police or security or senior security detail officers are trained to look for and question your judgment in when you commit certain things that is regarded as fraud. Some commits are civil, some are not criminal, others are felonious, and those who committed them get charged for it, because if you offend the law will report you. But when the law reports you, what does that mean? There are some rogue cops, and there are rogue cops that do rogue things. As far as they are concerned, they have predetermined, they have a disposition that whoever they are accusing of doing certain things is actually guilty. So, law assumes that you are already guilty when the police stops to ask you a question and to move on. So what's this illusion that we are deluding ourselves and says, we have to assume that you are innocent until proven guilty? Who is to prove you guilty? The person who was not there when you were committing the crime? Someone that's going to have to add 2 plus 2 together and say, definitely this is 4? Something still didn't add up there. We are still like placating spade. Instead of calling it a spade, we are saying, oh, it's a garden spade. It's a garden tool. Forks are not garden tools, but it looks like something that you can use to actually shovel the ground, but you use it to eat. People should be considered what the law considers them to be when the police stops them. When the police stops you, they already assume that you are guilty. That's why they stop you. They have made a predisposition of your guilt to the police, to the law enforcement officer that is stopping someone that they assume committed a crime. That person is already guilty. So why don't we proceed from that angle? You are guilty until you prove yourself innocent. It should not be my responsibility to defend you, to make you say, look, I didn't do this. It looks like a duck. It walks like a duck. It cracks like a duck. But it is not a duck. So if it is not a duck, when it looks like a duck, cracks like a duck, walks like a duck, what is it? A parrot? A hen? A cock? I think as a people, society is full of these lies to itself and believing its own lie. A criminal is a criminal. He commits a crime. There's law against it. You are prosecuting for him or her to prove him or herself not guilty as charged. It should not be my responsibility or your responsibility to be defending, to be assuming, okay, the person that I am accusing did not do what I am saying that he does. That's what it means when we are saying you are innocent until proven guilty. No, as far as I am concerned, I believed in my sense of judgment that anyone accused of a crime, unless it is a proven rogue cop that's in charge, we should let that person come out, defend him or herself, to prove him or herself not guilty as charged, to prove him or herself as innocent of the crime that they are alleged to have committed. Thank you all. That's my penny word of wisdom.